Imagine this. You turn on the faucet expecting clean, safe water, but what comes out smells strange, looks off, or worse, it's contaminated with lead or bacteria. You can't cook with it. You can't brush your teeth with it. You definitely can't let your kids drink it. This is a dystopian future or a problem limited to developing nations. It's happening here in the United States, in cities and small towns and rural communities. For millions of Americans, access to clean water is far from guaranteed. That's why I'm here today to say this clearly. The federal government must act to ensure clean water standards for all citizens. The United States is facing a nationwide water crisis. In Flint, Michigan, over 100,000 residents were exposed to lead contamination. Water, many of them children. In Jackson, Mississippi, families went weeks without running water, but these high-profile cases are only the tip of the iceberg. Across the country, water infrastructure is aging and underfunded. Pipes that were built 50, even 100 years ago are leaking toxins into the water supply. Smaller communities often lack the resources or expertise to maintain their systems. And when contamination happens, it can take months, sometimes years to fix. The Natural Resource Defense Council reported that nearly 77 million people, roughly 1 in 4 Americans, were served by water systems with at least one reported violation of Safe Drinking Water Act in 2015. That's not a localized issue, that's a national failure. This is also a matter of inequality. Low-income communities and communities of color are hit hardest. They're more likely to live in areas with poor infrastructure and less likely to have the political power to demand solutions. So what's the solution? It begins with strong federal actions. The federal government must fully fund the replacement of outdated infrastructure, including the removal of all lead surface lines across the country. It must enforce strict science-based national water standards and give the Environmental Protection Agency the authority and resources to hold polluters accountable. We've made progress before. The Clean Water Act of 1972 was a bold step in cleaning up our rivers and lakes. Now we need the same courage to address the modern threats we face, from lead and PFAS, chemicals to agriculture runoff and industrial waste. We have the tools, we have science. What we need is the political will. In this let's imagine a different future, a better one. In this future, every household in America has clean, safe drinking water straight from the tap. Schools and hospitals no longer worry about tainted water systems. Parents have never second-guessed the safety of their giving children. Business thrives knowing they can depend on reliable infrastructure. But if we don't act, the alternative is grim. More water crisis, more lead poisoning in children, more disease spread through contaminated systems. The World Health Organization warns contaminated water and poor sanitation are linked to transmission of diseases such as cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, hepatitis A, and typhoid. These are preventable illnesses, but only if we prioritize prevention now. The time to act is now. Don't wait for the next headline or disaster. And most importantly, demand that the federal government take full responsibility, not partial, for protecting every American's right to safe, clean water. Because clean water isn't optional, it's not a luxury, it's a human right, and it's time to treat it like one.